The Concept 1B is without a doubt the best tier 10 in the game currently. It boasts a top speed of 45 kilometers per hour and 18 in reverse, with a power to weight ratio of 18.1, making it incredibly fast on acceleration, reversing, and just getting in the position really anywhere you would need to go. When it comes to its gun, it's got 2,650 DPM with Cali, which is the same DPM as a T110E5 before its nerf. It's got great dispersion, great aiming time, and its average damage is only 20 less at 380, but because you have a little bit less average damage, it gives you a fantastic rate of fire. This vehicle has 10 degrees of gun depression, 2 more than the E5. It has a turret with virtually no weak spot, and especially when you're using it hull down, and even the hull armor and side armor on this vehicle is incredibly troll. The tank is currently available in crates, and while I may have just given you a fantastic resume, the crates are still incredibly expensive, and I would not suggest to buy them. It's $40 to get your hands on 12 crates, and the concept is 30 charms to get it guaranteed. Now, to be fair, it is nice that Wargaming is at least including charms into the crates, so that's not terrible. Like, if you did want to drop $100, then you could get the concept for that much money, which, compared to how much it cost in the Blitz fair, is pretty similar to how much I spent, but at the same time, I still wouldn't suggest to buy a Concept 1B for $100. I would suggest to wait for it to come out for a little bit cheaper, maybe until the Blitz fair comes out, but if you wanted to get it, I'm not going to say anything. Either way, in today's video, we're going to be talking about the vehicle. We're also going to be talking about it in accordance to this, 9.1, because it is going to be getting some statistical changes. First of all, its dispersion on move is getting better. I don't know why, but it is, so the concept's going to be more accurate. The thickness of the hull's upper plate will be decreased by 15. In other words, really not a huge nerf. There were some people that were saying the tank's really going to get nerfed because of that, but let's be real. The Concept's upper plate is not great on flat ground. Anything can really pen it with premium ammo. The Concept's main strength is its hull-down capabilities, and it's the big old turret. So if you're using this vehicle with 10 degrees, that 15 millimeters, I can assure you, will make literally no difference to the actual playstyle of this vehicle. Let's see what else has changed. Dispersion at 100 meters will be decreased by 0.009. Not a huge buff, but it will make your dispersion 0.317, which will be quite nice. And the reload time will also be decreased by 0.3 seconds. Not a huge increase, or decrease should I say, but it'll still give you more DPM, maybe an extra 7,500 DPM. It'll still help the vehicle out. Traverse speed will be decreased by 4 degrees a second, and that also might look like a nerf, but at the same time, the turret already turns so fast at 32 degrees a second that honestly, it's not a nerf at all. You're going to see just how fast the turret turns in these battles, and then you're going to realize, oh, well, the concept doesn't really feel like it's going to get nerfed with these two things. So, really what Wargaming's doing here is they're acting like they're nerfing the tank, and in return, kind of just buffing it. They're giving it more DPM and better accuracy. Why? I don't know. I don't know why the tank didn't just stay the way it is. But here we are on my old account. I changed the name to Poob Man because why not? But this is my original account I used to own in the game, and I got incredibly lucky, managed to get my hands on a concept with a free XP crate. So I just have the concept on this account, and because I don't ever play it on my main account, I just played it on my alt for today's video. So there's an enemy concept, not understanding how to play this game whatsoever, and he has already bled all of his health. Those are the people that try to argue the tank isn't good when they play it like that. But you're going to see, just from the only 2 battles I've played in the tank today, just what the concept is capable of doing. So already, we're doing pretty solid. You can see I'm trying not to get hit in my hatch, and there you go, nice bounce rate on my turret, and with that, I out-reload the 113, and we get a nice shot range to his lower plates. Obviously, the Sheridan's not going to do anything to me. Right now, I'm just kind of enjoying this battle. I'm going to aim it on the lower plate of the WZ-113, tracking him again, and with that, we've already been able to deal 1,400 damage. Now, because of the angle that 268 is at, obviously, I don't want to be penned by him, so I've repositioned my vehicle a little bit off to the side, and that's all I really needed to do. We're already up to 1,700 damage, and now I'm just going to sit hull down against the 268. Dude shoots me, bounces me, and we get a nice 448 shot into him. We're already up to 2,200 damage. I mean, this vehicle on Mines Hill is just so busted. I can sit here all day on the hill, basically have no weak spot, and what's the enemy going to do to me? I'll just laugh at them. So now what we're going to do is we're going to push to the side of this 62A. We're going to get one nice shell in right here. There you go, 405 damage. Our T-50 T-57 Heavy jumps off, shoots on the move. I don't know why people shoot on the move, but oh well, that's fine with me, because I get another shell into the T-62A, and with that, we're up to 3,000 damage dealt. This is not a great game at all for damage. I just thought I'd showcase this game because you can see just how easily you can pick up damage, how quickly this tank can get into position, and do everything it needs to haul down. So there you go, 3,360 damage dealt in the first battle. The second game I'm going to show you is a lot better for the overall playstyle of the tank and what it can actually do in battle. And I don't understand why this game was almost an ace. I really don't get why people do so bad in this tank. But either way, this battle is going to be a lot better to showcase the tank's capabilities. First of all, because the enemy team has two very good medium players. They have a zero fame player and they have a purple player, which are both above 60%, which means I will have to be very cautious where I'm positioning my vehicle in accordance to how they play. But that's not going to stop us from pulling out this dub. So I'm going to use that great acceleration, already up to 35 kilometers per hour, and make my way towards the middle of Ghost Factory. I'm normally on Supremacy, but because I forgot to swap it, I played these two battles on Encounter. But there is one nice thing about Encounter, and that is you don't need to sit and capture any bases. So I'm just easily able to go right into the front line and start setting hull down at this position here. This spot is probably one of the best spots of the game because this is what it looks like to the enemies. My entire hull is angled and all they can see is my turret. And this is kind of how you want to run a Concept 1B, is just in a position like this, even if you're not using your full extensive gun depression. So clearly at this point, I've looked at their lineup. They only have two heavies, and none of their heavies, apart from the Type 71, are in tier 10. They've got way more mobility than heavies. So what that means is that I can just flank off to the side here. There you go, already one nice shell into the enemy Type 71 for 373 hit points. And, well, there you go again, another nice shot for 390. So we're up to 769 damage dealt, although unfortunately we did get slapped by the enemy E4, and the Waffle almost penned us, but because of my frontal hull being over angled, he just kind of bounced off the upper plate. We got pretty lucky there. Now, the enemy mediums are doing exactly what you would expect. They are completely flanking. We got the T-110 E4 off to the side, gonna get a nice shell into his vehicle, and I think he hits our turret. He kind of snapped that shell, so that's fine with me. We've dealt 1,200 damage now, and we've blocked 1,200 damage, so pretty solid. Now, this is the tricky part of the battle. We got good mediums against us, and I'm in a take that's not hull down. So, what am I going to do here? Well, first things first, let's get a nice shell into the Type 71. I mean, it's free damage, but still trying to think of what the best decision would be. And, well, I mean, I can just poke this right here. Why don't I just poke this hull down? So there's a nice shot into the Leopard. Nice 384. Unfortunately, I get max roll back for 438, so not much I can do about that. But now that I'm hiding my weak hull and only showing my front, and as I showed you earlier, it's hiding my lower plate as well, this is where the Concept just absolutely steamrolls. We've already been able to deal 2,600 damage in this battle, but why would I show you this game unless I've done it way more? So let's see, Leopard's already pushed somewhere else. That dude's like, I'm not dealing with the Concept. But because their whole team has pushed basically somewhere else, that gives me the opportunity to push my way on up and start shooting these vehicles once again. So we got the Leopard, and boop, there you go. Guy overextends his vehicle, and I get another nice shell in. We do bleed one shot to the Progetto, but let's be real, I definitely made the win on that trade. So again, we got the Progetto off to the side. I also know I have a Foch behind me capturing the base. So if I do poke this Progetto correctly, and he pulls out to shoot me, I know that the Foch will also get a shell in, and the Progetto will shoot the Foch because the dude's very high up on base capture. So I can just kind of wait here, and the guy's got to poke it. There you go. Nice. We got a bounce on the upper plate again, and now we're up to 70 on base capture because this Progetto is probably going to shoot at this Foch eventually. Again, I'm just going to poke the guy. I don't care. We've taken another 400 off him, and there you go. Gets absolutely demolished poking out. And now all we got left is the Leopard 1, who I'm going to get a nice shell into in the frontal armor. We're up to 94 on base cap, but that's not going to stop me. I'm going to aim in one more shell, and goodbye, sir. There you have it. Not only do we win on base capture, which we didn't need, but I was also able to finish off basically everything in front of me, including 260%ers. This is the Concept, and this is what it's capable of. Now, obviously, you still need to be decent at the game to do well in any take. So, if you're watching this video, seeing me calling this take overpowered, and you're not great at the game, this is not going to make you better at the game. In fact, this tank will probably make you worse. The reason the concept performs so bad statistically is down to the fact that people don't understand how to drive it. They play it like frontline heavy and they die. This is not a frontline heavy, it's a hull down heavy. It's just like a cron. And if you don't understand its playstyle, you're going to do just as bad as you would in any other heavy. But if you do understand how to place a tank in a hull down position, this will possibly be the best vehicle you've ever had in your life. I wouldn't suggest to spend money on these crates. I'd still wait in the future, but at least they do have charms. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you guys think about the changes and how this tank is going to be overall. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.